Hello, I'm doing TryHackMe's Capture the Flag uh, walkthrough. It's a beginner level walkthrough. Um, First task is translate, shift, and decode the following. Answers are all case sensitive. So the first one is it's in it's in leak. So we're going to leetconverter.com. I'm going to paste it in here. Um, this actual one needs a slight modification. The R needs to be changed to a 2. It's normal. It was set up as something else, so it wasn't coming back right. And the G needs to be set to a 9, and you'll get the correct flag. The next one is we're going to use Cyberchef. It's um it's a really good decoder, encrypt not a decoder, encoder, and it's got a whole bunch of other functions. I can't list them all. There's too many to name, but the easiest way to get most of these is to just do the magic. Magic is like it runs through recipes and most common um, encoders or decoders. It runs through, and you'll usually get the answer, which is right here. Then we're going to do the third one. Same thing, Cyberchef. Right here's the next answer. Fourth one, same thing, Cyberchef. And right here's the answer. Now the fifth one, same thing. And you get the answer right here. The sixth one, we're going to do the same thing. It doesn't show up with the magic. This one doesn't show up, but it's a really common cipher type text. It's called ROT13, which stands for it rotates the characters by 13 um, 13 places in the alphabet. So this turns into rotate me 13 places. That's your answer. We're going to do the seventh question. This one's another rotation. This one's ROT47, and you get your answer right here. We're on the eighth one right now. This one's, we use the magic again for this one. And you get the answer right here, but the answer is case sensitive, and this one's uppercase, but the answers that they want is actually lowercase. But that is the correct letters. Now we're doing the, I think the 9th question or the 8th question. Same thing, magic, and then you get the answer right here. Unpack this BCD. It's from decimal. Now the last one. Magic doesn't really. Magic kind of gives you a little hint of what it is. It breaks it down to about right here, and then it loses. It doesn't know what to do from there. So the way to walk through this is you do from base 64, and then you get Morse code. So then you do from Morse code, and then you get decimal. Then you do from decimal. No, it's not decimal. Is it? It's a sorry, it's not from decimal. It's from binary. And then right here, it's ROT47, and then you get decimal. And that's the answer here. Let's make this a bit trickier. It pretty much just went through every one of the ones that we've already did. Pretty much. We didn't do the base 63 or ROT13, but we used a majority of them. And it shows you how to link multiple recipes to get the outcome of certain encryptions, which is useful in a lot of capture the flags because there's a lot of things that are hidden like that. All right, now to move on to task 2. Task 2, spectrograms. A spectrogram is a visual representation of the spectrum of frequencies of a signal as it varies with time. When applied to an audio signal, spectrograms are sometimes called sonographs, voice prints, or voicegrams. When the data is represented in a 3D plot, they may be called waterfalls. So you download the task file. I've already got it. So you're going to need an app called Audacity. If you don't have it, it's on the Kali store. You just get it, or the Kali app market. You just download it like you would any other app, and then just launch it by the name. Once it launches, just open the file. It's called a secret audio wave, and then you can play it. Doesn't really make any sense, but if you click on the title of the song and you go to spectrogram, you get the message. Super secret message. Simple. All right, that's task 2. Task 3 is stenography or steganography. Steganography is the practice of concealing a file, message, image, or video within another file, message, image, or video. So you download the task. I've already downloaded it. So it's called Stego. So one tool that I would suggest getting is called GitHub Rick D. Jagger / Stegseek. Right here, Stegseek. What it is it's like Steghide on steroids. It'll run through the entire Kali Linux, the whole entire RockU password list in like under 2 seconds. It says it right here, and it's no joke. It does it. It's for when you use like when you use Steghide requires you to input a password, but it only allows you to input it manually. So it would take a long time to try to figure out the right password if you didn't know it. Stegseek runs through a password list and does the same thing, so it goes a lot faster. So what you do is after you install it, you just do Stegseek SF for Steganography file, and then the name of the file, and then the WL for a word list, and then wherever your RockU or whatever word list you want to use is, and then you just hit enter, and just like that, it found the passphrase. So it extracted the steg file. So it's right here, steg out. So just cat and then you get the flag right there. Spaghetti steg. That's the answer right there. All right. Last task. Security through obscurity is the reliance in security engineering on the secrecy of the design or implementations as the main method of providing secrecy for a system or component of a system. It's kind of confusing, but you'll download the file, and the first question is download and get inside the file. What is the first file name and extension? So that's pretty easy to do. So it's right here, the meme. I'll show it to you real quick. Just do it with a saxophone. Did you just use a saxophone as a Nike icon? Improvise, adapt, and overcome. All right, we'll do that, especially being ex-military. Easy peasy. So the way you do this is you use a tool called binwalk, which is I don't know how to describe binwalk. It's like a, here, I'll look at the help menu and see what it says. It's like a disassembly. It reads the bits of files and tells you what's in it and stuff like that. So you use binwalk with the E flag for extraction, and then the name of the file, which is meme, and it'll extract a raw archive data version and a zlib compressed data default compression. So with that, you get this new directory right here to go into. And then the first file with the first extension, hacker chat PNG, and then get inside the archive and inspect the file carefully. Find the hidden text. So that one's, most people would use exiftool to try to get data from it, but in this case it doesn't really give you any useful information except for right here, trailer data after PNG IND chunk. So that's kind of not usual. So if you do strings, you see IND at the end, and then you have this weird string right here, this weird data. Oh, you found me. That's the last flag. That's what you get. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time.